Y'all, it's been like, I ain't gonna lie, like 15 minutes since I posted like my last video as of right now. Like I keep saying this, y'all, this offseason is ridiculous so far. And like these trades are like, bro, this is like the fifth biggest trade before July. Kawhi Leonard is going back home to Toronto. Zechariah posted that about 20 minutes ago, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and it's ridiculous once again. And he said, and I quote, the Los Angeles Clippers are nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and 2 first-round picks. 1 pick swap, 2 second-rounders, and that's all. And to do Brandon Ingram like that, bro, come on now, bro. Because Brandon Ingram was actually he actually had a good season. He actually had a good season this year. Like this year specifically, he had 21.5 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, and 3.7 assists, shooting 47% from the field. Now, yes, in the playoffs, he was not the same because, ironically, when he was out, the Toronto Raptors were playing better, and then when he started playing, the Toronto Raptors got worse. So, that is factual. Like, Brandon Ingram, he wasn't even an all-star when he should have been, and now he's getting, because he actually had, I felt like, one of the best seasons in his career with the Toronto Raptors. And now for him to go to the Clippers, yeah, you have a whole new environment now. So, the Clipper era is now over. So now they have traded Paul George, they have traded James Harden, and now they did the final touch by trading Kawhi Leonard. Let's roll into it, y'all.
Touch that tram. Mama said pray then push. Pop said grind on wish. Coach said line up run. Whole life drawn up off that pitch. Court chalk on my socks. Bus pass in my sock too. Lunch card in my pocket. Pocket dreams that I walk through. Crossover on the clear lane. Try to cross over my fear same. Every brick that I threw up built the backbone of my name.
We run the floor. We run the floor. We don't back down. We don't back down. Every fall that we felt, put the strength in us now. Heads to the sky. Heads to the sky. Voices in one sound.
So this video came out about 10 minutes after I posted LeBron James is leaving the Los Angeles Lakers. I open up Instagram. Next thing you know, Zechariah posted once again. You got a bunch of major trades so far. So Kawhi Leonard going back home to Toronto where he won the 2019 championship. He's going to be ready. But they're going to have to build around him once again because you don't have the same 2019 roster. Pascal Siakam is gone. Kyle Lowry is gone. You don't have the same people. So now you're going to have to, if you're the Raptors, you're going to have to build up basically by any means necessary if you want to become in contender again. But Kawhi Leonard did have a monster season. Now even though with his time with the Clippers in the Clipper era, he was doing his thing, but the most of the time he was injured and he was sitting on the bench. But this season in 2026, he had a great season. 27.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 3.6 assists, shooting 50% from the field. So he still pretty much got it. He's still doing his thing. I think he'll be able to factor that into this Raptors roster with RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. So you have younger guys on the team. But you did have younger guys when you were on the team before. Like Siakam was young, OG Anunoby was young. So you still had a bunch of you still have a bunch of young guys, but they're not big, I want to say that. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you're not. Okay? They're not, big guards like Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby and Kyle Lowry. Like they weren't that big. You're gonna have to get used to stuff in Toronto, playing with your new teammates and everything. Because, this is gonna be a little different, I feel like, from this Toronto Raptors 2019 roster. In terms of the Raptors postseason, they were eliminated by the Cavaliers in the first round. They gave the Cavaliers a run for their money, and definitely a really tough series for them. They did push them to Game 7, but they couldn't sustain it. RJ Barrett, who had that game winner in Game 6 and forced Game 7, he averaged 24.1 points in the postseason. He was doing his thing. But also, you are playing with Scotty Barnes now. I do like that. I do like that duo of Kawhi Leonard and Scotty Barnes. I think it's going to be really good. So, Scotty Barnes averaged 24.1 points. He did his thing playing 39 minutes. I think he'll have a great season with Kawhi. And also, he's a great rebounder, too. He has averaging 6 rebounds. And if you want to bring up that Golden State game where he actually had 25 rebounds, looking like Dennis Rodman, you can do that, too. But you are also playing with Colin Murray-Boyles, who averaged 14.4 points a game. And, he's a great rookie. But they do have some look-alive guys. But I want to say their big men isn't, the best big men out there, really, I want to say. It's not really kind of like a star, type of a star kind of big man. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacob Poiti, nah. That's not really a center averaging, 7 points. Yeah, you're going to have to probably fix that up, given the fact that Kawhi is coming home. So if Kawhi is going to be able to fit on this roster, then I think the Raptors have a little bit of rebuilding to do. I do want to say Emmanuel quickly, he didn't really play in the postseason like that because of injury, but he's still a great shooter. RJ Barrett, I think RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and Kawhi could all coexist. And Scotty Barnes, I think they could be able to coexist. But in terms of their center is going to be trash. So I want to say, throughout the offseason, try and get a different center for Kawhi. Because, I don't think the centers that they have now is not going to be effective. Because you're going to need a center to actually try and get points inside it. Actually get some rebounds. Kawhi, he's a great rebounder. We all know that. Scotty Barnes as well. But, I think they're going to need a little more paint points. So their front court is going to be, it's going to have to be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Also, the backcourt, too, it's going to be okay. But, y'all, Kawhi Leonard is coming home. I'm coming home again. Wow. Shams Charania is killing me with all these trades, dog. And, if you want to talk about the Clippers real quick, Brandon Ingram is pairing up with Darius Garland. He is pairing up with Ben Simmons, who wants to make a comeback. That's not going to be a factor at all, I'm telling you right now. And, that entire era of Clippers basketball is going to be over. So now you have a whole new... So Darius Garland kind of has his own team a little bit, Brandon Ingram. So I don't really know exactly how good both of them can coexist, because Darius Garland has injury issues as well. So we'll see how good both of those coexist. But if you have to say who won this trade, Kawhi Leonard's coming home. Toronto Raptors get an A. But the Clippers, I feel like hypothetically, is not that bad with Garland and Ingram. I just want to see those two coexist and see how this experiment can work out. And if this experiment doesn't work out, then Brandon Ingram, you can say goodbye. He's probably gonna be there for a year. But we would definitely see. But anyways, y'all, that's all I gotta say. Comment down below on all these trades, y'all. These trades are crazy this offseason. We're hitting July 1st tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. We're still early in the postseason. We got plenty more trades to go. But anyways, y'all, that's all I gotta say. God loves you. Jesus is king. Peace out, everybody.